Hello everyone and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name's Rhiannon and today I'm filming an unboxing. Now you may have seen this box on my channel before, and that is because I am once again working with Your Paper Quest to bring you guys today's unboxing. For those of you who don't know, Your Paper Quest is a UK based subscription box company that features books from indie authors. You get 2 self-published books included in your box per month, and the theme and genre does change as well, so you will hopefully find something for you. And as well as that, you do also get some bookish bits in here, as well as an invitation to join their virtual book club, where you can send in questions for the authors to answer on a live stream, and you will also get access to that live stream as well. I love Your Paper Quest as a company. I really like their mission and what they stand for. I have definitely been getting more into my indie published books recently, fantasy and fantasy romance in particular, but I'm excited to see what I get in today's box. I feel like it is so important to support indie authors where we can, and as I mentioned, I have started reading more of them now because I found that I really do enjoy a lot of the books that I've been picking up, and it's just such a shame that they don't get the recognition that they deserve. And so Your Paper Quest are trying to change that by featuring these authors and books in their boxes, and by giving them this platform and the exposure, it will hopefully mean that they do get the chance to work on more books as well. The team over at Your Paper Quest has actually spoiled me this time round, and they have provided a discount code for you guys. So if you are interested in this subscription box, you can click the link down in my description box, and if you enter the code welshreader20 at checkout, you will get 20% off your first box. I feel like that is such an amazing deal, especially as you're getting 2 books in this box as well. And if you're not too sure about it, you can always buy your first box with my code and see whether or not you enjoy it, and if you do like it, then of course that's great and you can carry on your subscription. I will have all of these details in the description box for you. I know that it can sometimes be a bit overwhelming to hear all the information at the start of the video. I will go over this at the end for you guys as well, but yeah, any relevant information will be listed in the description box down below. Without further ado though, let's dive into this box. This has actually been sitting here for quite a while. I have had the busiest week. For those of you who don't know, Tom and I have recently bought our first house together. We are completely renovating and gutting it, and it's just taking up a lot of our time. We are also both employed full-time as teachers as well, and this week we have been going to work and then going straight to the house and working on it basically all night every night. So the first opportunity that I've had to actually sit down and film this for you guys is today. Now, how cool is this box, you guys? We have the Your Paper Quest logo here, and then it does just say here the Welsh Reader, so we know it's for me. I do like that Your Paper Quest feels a lot more personal than some bookish subscription boxes, and again, it does just show you how much effort they do put into their boxes. I'm covering up my address here, but we also have a thank you sticker on there as well, which again is just a lovely little touch. I feel like they don't need to go this hard, but I definitely appreciate it, and I feel like it does make the box seem a lot more premium. But let's go ahead and open this one. This is your little sneak peek. As I mentioned, you do get 2 books in there, but I am going to pop the box down because I want to keep it as more of a surprise, and I'm just going to start pulling things out to show you guys. The first thing I have here is the information card, and this is for the month of March. The theme for this month is Catch Me If You Can, and it just says here, March already, welcome to the latest Your Paper Quest box. Spring is just around the corner now, and what better way to celebrate the changing of seasons than by getting lost in 2 stories that focus on escapes and fresh starts. It then goes on to tell us about the books, which I'm not going to read just yet because again, I want to be surprised, but it does just go on to say, this month we've been lucky enough to partner with Northodox Press, an indie publisher specialising in fiction by authors from or living in the north of England. Make sure you check them out. We've included a lovely bookmark they designed with a discount code on it. Okay, thank you, Your Paper Quest. We had so many questions and comments for the authors. We're sure you will too. To ask these questions, check out the QR code below. It will link you to our virtual book club. This is where you and other subscribers can discuss the books and hear from the authors. Moving on to the books, I'm just going to grab out one at random and see what we have. This is California Hustle by Jeffrey Massinio, and straight away the cover is really catching my eye. I really do like this. We have a Your Paper Quest bookmark included in here, and on the other side it does have a quote from the book itself, which again is just a really nice and personal touch. This one says, the human heart wants what it wants. Despite all our protestations of rationality and analysis, eventually our decisions always come down to emotions. That's a pretty cool quote. Next up we have a letter letter from the author in here. It does have the Your Paper Quest logo on the back, and it just says here, "The idea for California Hustle came to me one day while watching the waves of the Pacific Ocean kiss and retreat from shore. What if a con artist lived in one of these picturesque homes, walking the beach to an historic hotel to troll for his victims?" Grigsby himself wasn't too far behind, and I'm delighted you're about to meet him. His is a tale of choices, mostly those we never hope to face. I'm not giving anything away to tell you he gets in pretty deep. In the end, my favourite books leave me missing my new friends, and in my writing, I aspire to the same result for you. As an author, engaged and adventurous readers are a dream come true, and as a member of Your Paper Quest, by definition, you are both. Thanks for reading and enjoy the ride, Jeffrey Massinio. I love getting stuff like this included in these boxes. Again, I keep coming back to the word personal, but I genuinely feel like you do get so much more of a personal connection to these authors, and it's just something that is nice to have. I will keep this in the book so that when I come to read it, I can reread this note. Another thing that Your Paper Quest do is that they actually stamp the books with this gold stamp. I love this so much. It again highlights the exclusivity of this book subscription box, and it does make these copies just that little bit more special. Right, moving on to the synopsis. This one says, Grigsby adores the con. There's nothing better than a good hustle. The ins and outs. The improvisation. Ask any athlete. Eventually you get too old. Reflexes slow, agility diminishes, decision making decays. So after a string of bad luck, Grigsby's afraid he's aged out of the only thing that matters. The game. But when his massive debts come due and his college-age kids become collateral, Grigsby must learn a new trick and score in the biggest scam of his life, going mostly legit with an extraordinary mix of film festival, pop-up startup, and the seat of his pants. California Hustle is a high-stakes con, a stunning Southern California beach read filled with exquisite players, astonishing twists, and a set of endearing criminals you can't help but love. That definitely has me intrigued. I wouldn't normally go for this type of book, but I'm glad that I do now have it. I feel like my stepdad would actually really enjoy this one, so I may let him read it first and then we can share our thoughts on it together once I've also read it, and I could definitely let him know that he can ask some questions of the authors as well, so that if he does have any I can send them in and we can watch the live show together. And then the second book I have here is The Teddy and Barra Show by Will Tinkham. This is giving me carnival vibes just from the cover alone. I feel like it's a clown costume. I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but the synopsis of this one reads, on each's 18th birthday, Teddy and Barra meet in a St. Paul brothel. Neither of them wants to be there. Teddy's real name is listed among the dead in the Milford mine collapse of 1924. Barra's dance instructor left her pregnant at 14. Teddy inherits a Model T truck that night after its owner is found floating in the Mississippi. Some Minneapolis gangsters want it back. The teens flee Teddy's place in a hail of gunfire and then flee Minneapolis made up as clowns. They like the look, and they've got a secret even they don't know. They hit Chicago, make their mark performing outside Cubs games, and get hired by the Bears. They catch the eye of Al Capone and are kidnapped to perform at his 1926 birthday bash. That's where the real trouble starts. As the Roaring Twenties meet the Great Depression, the Teddy and Barra Show take us through the Midwest, ultimately returning to the Twin Cities with the feds and gangsters still after the clowns and that Model T. Okay, this sounds very interesting. I feel like this is going to be a very humorous read, at least from what I've gathered from the synopsis alone. Again, it's more up my stepdad's street, but I will definitely give it a go. Once again though, we have a bookmark which has Your Paper Quest on one side and a quote from the book on the other. This one just says, I'm not sure what love is, but I know I'd be miserable without you, which is very cute, and I love this. Instead of a letter from the author this time around, we've actually got an invitation to Al Capone's birthday bash, so that is definitely something I'll be keeping. I love this so much. I feel like that is brilliant. And once again, we do have the golden Your Paper Quest stamp in the book as well. I do also have the bookmark that they mentioned for Northodox Press here, but I don't know if I'm allowed to share this discount code, so I'm not going to, but I really do like that that's an extra little something that has been put in these boxes. Again, it's all about supporting indie authors and also supporting another small independent business, which I love. But these were the two books featured in my March box. They definitely don't seem like books I would normally gravitate towards. As I mentioned, they are more suited to someone like my stepdad in this instance, but as I mentioned, I would like to give them a go, especially the Teddy and Barra Show. I feel like that's going to be quite funny, but I love how these fit into the theme, and I'm guessing that because they partnered with Northodox Press this time around, that both of these authors are from the north of England as well. So So all in all, once again, I'm extremely happy with this box. I love their mission, as I mentioned previously, and the fact that they are UK based and are helping UK authors as much as they can. If you guys would like to order your own box from Your Paper Quest, as I previously mentioned, the link to their shop will be down below. And don't forget, you can use the discount code welshreader20 for 20% off of your first order. I would like to say a massive thank you to the team over at Your Paper Quest for once again partnering with me for an unboxing video. I really do love filming these. I love the excitement of getting 2 new books from indie published authors that I most probably haven't heard of before, and I'm very happy to have 2 new books here that I can dive into and hopefully love. Please do let me know down below your thoughts on this bookish box, and definitely let me know as well if you will be ordering from Your Paper Quest using my code. If you have made it this far through into the video and would like to let me know that you're still here, please go ahead and leave me a clown emoji down in the comments. I know clowns are a bit hit or miss, but the cover obviously gives clown vibes. This book features a couple dressed up as clowns, so I feel like that is pretty fitting. So if you don't have anything in particular that you would like to say, but you would like to let me know that you're still here, please go ahead and comment that now. As well as that, please don't forget to click the like button if you like this video and the subscribe button to see more content from me. But that is it for me today, guys. Thank you once again for watching. It truly does mean the world to me, and I will see you soon in my next video. Goodbye!